Hey everybody, it's Glidercat and it's time to play. We're back in Evospace. We're making some good progress here. Let's take a look and see where we're at with the stone. Oh, look at that. So now I paused the game, or I hit escape to go into the settings and I saved it. And it says pause here, right in big letters. But it looks to me like it's still running, like it's still running because I had it paused for a while. But look at all this stone we've got. It's fine by me. We can let it run. Let's see. What were we doing here? I got to remember where we're at. We want to go finish that copper mine. Let's craft some more blocks while we're heading out there. Boy, we're in really good shape now with the bricks automating. Man, it makes all the difference. We can probably grab out copper bars out of here too. That's as much as we have of that. We're gonna need to get copper ore. That's what the name of the game is. This guy's still churning away. All right, let's look at the map. Make sure we're heading the right direction. We are. Probably should know that by now. We'll get out there and then maybe we will turn on the daytime if it's too dark. Yeah, but we need to make those darn heat pipes. That's what costs so much copper. So there is our furnace. And we're doing this a little, suboptimal. Let's make the pipes. In fact, now I got to wait for all this brick to get built. That won't take very long. I can place the two pipes we've got now, right? We want this guy hooked up there. And then basically, I'm just going to... Yeah, this isn't the perfect setup, but we're going to do it this way. I'm going to just come up the top. Come over the top here. So I probably need like four more blocks. And it's 4 each, so that's going to be, well, I guess a third of our, or a quarter of our copper. Let's go ahead and do it. Where are those here? These guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. I think that'll be enough. Did we put... Now let's put some coke in there. Fortunately, I have some on me. What is this? Clay. We've got clay. I'm not sure what that's used for. All right. Heat pipe there, 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 there. Now we're good. And we're in the familiar area now where, okay, we just need to dump this out somewhere temporarily. Or we can think about doing some initial processing on that. Let's take a look. Let's, how do we want to do this? How do we want to do this? Let's drill this out a little bit. And then I'm going to extend the platform out this way. I don't think we can mine. I mean, we can mine this copper, obviously, but I don't think we can place a mining drill over the area that I'm standing on now and get copper. So I'm going to clear off an area here where we can have some production taking place. And what I'm just thinking about in my head, and we'll look at the build menu and see what we can craft. But I'm wondering if we should at least do some of the processing to get a little bit of extra copper bars for our copper ore. And I think that the first step is like the washing of it or something, or grinding it into gravel. We'll look in a second here. I'm just going to extend the platform out. All right. We got plenty of building blocks, or I'm calling them building blocks, but plenty of bricks. So let's extend this guy out. Factory floor here. And at some point, we may decide to close this in to a building. But for now, we're going to leave it all kind of open air. Let's clear this out so it doesn't look so goofy. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Can I get that? Yeah. Clear this out. And the game does take of toll on your video card. At least it takes a toll on mine. I'm running with a 1070 Ti, 1070 Ti, I should say, instead of mumbling it. And I can hear the fan humming away. So we may turn down some of the settings in a bit, in a few episodes maybe. But man, the models just look so freaking cool. And there's more to come. We haven't seen hardly anything yet. Okay, I'm just gonna put some more of these bricks down. Boom and okay, now we've got some room to work, at least a little bit. We're still gonna have to expand out that way. Let's get out of the build mode and let's go into our inventory. And I've got a couple of nuggets of copper ore in my pocket. Let's take a look at what the processing is. So we've got the automatic hammer gets us the impure ore gravel, and it's a 2-to-1, right? So we're going to fill up the belt pretty quick once we start doing this. Because I think it comes out, the belts are pretty slow, the ones we have right now. And this thing, mining drill does kick it out pretty good. Let's pick a recipe so we can at least get a couple. And now we've got the option for the copper ore since we're over the deposit. You remember the stone one we did just had the first 5 things? But now that we're over the deposit, we get copper ore. I'm just going to pick it. So let's think about this. We could have a line coming out here. And then we could split that. Let's see. Actually, let's do research and keep this moving. We have anything for like logistics, additional storage, filtering arm, fluid furnace, wood, filtering pump, and then we get into a lot of the ones that require more. Let's do metal constructions, beams, corners, copper casings. That's kind of aesthetic stuff. Let's do fluid furnace. Just get it going. Doesn't really matter what we pick at this point. All right. Back to the build menu. Our inventory. Now, did we build a crusher? It doesn't look like we did. Let's look at machines. I think we're going to want this automatic hammer. At least one of those. And then do we have anything like these washers or whatever? Ore washer. Let's take a look at the research menu. Or I'm sorry, back to the crafting menu, and let's pick the copper and go down that chain again. So the crusher or this automatic hammer thing gets us the impure copper gravel, and we can smelt that right away into ore if we want, or into ingots if we want, and we've doubled the output from the original ore piece. Or we can do some additional processing. If we macerate it, we get copper impure ore dust. If we wash it, we get gravel, a little bit of gold, and some ore water, which we just have to dump and get rid of. But I think even with this copper ore gravel, we can end up getting the impure ore dust. So let's keep going on that path. So yeah, so now for each one of these, we can get 2 impure ore dusts. If we run it through the macerator, is that the second time? No, we wash it, get the gold, and then we run it through the macerator, and get the impure ore dust. So that's a better path for us. We're already one little piece of gold dust ahead. And then with the impure ore dust, we can do yet another process, the industrial separator. Now, I don't know, we don't seem to have these unlocked yet, but that gets me another piece of gold dust and then the copper dust. And I think the copper dust is kind of the end of the line. That's where we smelt into ingots. So that path is really what we want to do. We go all the way back to the beginning. The first step is turning this. Whoops, that's not even the first step. One more back. running it through the hammer to get 2 impure ore gravels. So let's try that. Let's try it. We've got our hammer here. Let's see how big that is. We're going to have power. So it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. Let's see. I'm just thinking, how do we want to do this? And how this thing actually works. Now, if I rotate this, I guess we just run a belt underneath it, or let's see. Yeah, I'm not really sure how the ore feeds into this. We'll have to experiment and see. It looks like it would come in this way, but then how do I get it powered? Must not. Well, we're going to find out. Let's just drop it down, and we'll make a belt or 2. And I want a couple inserters, and I want at least 1 storage chest. And I think I actually want a smelter, because I think we're going to take some of this ore that's coming out and just smelt it directly, because we're going to need the bars just to craft what we want to do here. This guy takes kinetic energy, so that's going to be another one of those Stirling engines. We might as well craft that up too if we don't have it. We don't. That can get crafted. Let's place our belt, and I'll show you what I'm thinking of doing. Thinking of running a belt this way. And then I was going to run, put a storage box here. Basically, this will be our temporary. Or I could feed that right into a smelter, couldn't I? That might be better. Just thinking out loud here. I was going to store this copper ore in a container and then hand feed it into a smelter to create bars just for our short-term needs. But I might as well just hand feed it into a smelter that's all wired up. So let's do that instead. Kill this. I think I'm going to run power up underneath here. And so if I've got this figured out right, pardon me, we're going to put the storage here. We're going to put our smelter here. I'll rotate it. Now that needs a heat source. So down underneath here, we're going to dig out some more. And we're going to run that heat pipe underneath the smelter, just to kind of hide it. Hide the heat pipe. We could do it above ground, but eventually we're going to want to have just access underneath here as we expand this mine. Now, is that lava down there? There actually is lava. Now, I don't know. Let's see if I grab some. What happens? I don't know if I can get hurt doing that. Basalt, basalt, basalt. Did I actually harvest lava? I don't think so. I think we get basalt when we do that. I think so. So I am not, I'm super not familiar with how the lava behaves. We're going to have to discover that as we go. But again, I want to clear out some of this. And there are lights in the game. We'll make use of those. They don't require electricity, which is nice. I don't believe they do. So you don't have to route electric wire. Which kind of makes things a little easier. There's plenty to do already in the game. All right, let's see where we're at. I want to drill a hole. I should have drilled a hole under this. So I'm going to pick this up, drill the hole so I can see where it's at. And then I can actually pop a heat pipe there. That will fit. Let's craft some more of those up. Boom, boom, boom. Boy, it's so hard to burn through the copper till we have it going. I guess I could pick up this dust. Can't pick up much at a time. All right, there's my heat pipe. Boom. Then we want the furnace on top of that. So that should be here. And it looks like I got my container in the wrong spot, but we'll fix it. 3. Okay, now we'll get a little bit going. I'm going to pick this guy up. Boom. Grab that. And where should we put it? Now, it's not great, but we're going to put it... I guess I could put it here. We may move some of this. We'll see. Another inserter. We're going to need more of these for sure. And now I should be able to see where I need to put that heat pipe. Too bad I can't use the lava. Maybe there is a way to use the lava at some point. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? I wonder if I can place a heat pipe there and see if it lights up. Doesn't look like it. It'd be cool if it did, though. That would be cool. And there's a lot of cool stuff in this game, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's a thing or it becomes a thing. All right, we're going to change to daylight here just because it's a little rough to tell what's going on. Boom, we'll take the brightest light you can give us. There is the heat pipe for our furnace. We just need to connect it up. Let's go ahead and pick heat pipe. I thought I had more crafting than that. 1. Oops. Bear with me here while I try and navigate under here. Boom. I need more, and I don't have it. Let's do it. I wonder if I lost that heat pipe when I reclaimed it down here. It seems like I came up a little short. Okay, let's see if we can burrow our way up. This is lava, I guess I'm grabbing here. It's giving me basalt, I believe. Or is it giving me anything different? Yeah, it's just giving me basalt. Okay. I don't know if I have enough copper to pull this off. There and there. One more that I don't have. All right, can I get out of here? Let's see. Trying. This way. I need one more. I can feed in this little bit of manual stuff I've got here. Boom. But it doesn't have heat, so I'm in a chicken and an egg situation here. I've got literally, I'm 1 bar short. 1 bar short. That's crazy. I could borrow one of these. Maybe I will. Let me borrow you. Let's do that. Borrow you. And head back down to the crazy place here. And connect this up right there. With that, we should be getting copper. And then we can replace that heat pipe we stole. Let's just see. Looks like it's working. There we go. So now we've got kind of the setup that we have over at our main little platform. I'm going to grab this last little bar and replace the heat pipe I stole, just so I don't forget. This is needed for the mine to harvest the copper ore in the first place. All right, so that is our inefficient, gets us at least some copper bars that we can use to build with. That's what that whole setup's about. Now we've got our crusher here. We got to figure out how to route material through this thing. It's going to need power in the form of a Stirling engine. And that means we're going to have to run more heat pipe underground here to get to this. I'm pretty sure that needs kinetic energy. Let's double check. We can find out in the build menu here. Yep, kinetic energy. We got the Stirling engine. Let's drill down here so we know where we need to route the heat pipe. Boom. Might even be able to take some of that up from up here. All right. And then let's place the Stirling engine. Kaboom, kaboom. And we need to rotate it. Just like that. And then we'll run a heat pipe up underneath that thing. Unfortunately, we got to wait for these things to craft. I don't have anywhere near enough yet. I don't know if I can speed this up a little bit by hand feeding this guy. But we'll get there. It's definitely slow in the beginning. Make sure this guy's got enough coke. And again, yeah, we probably want to think about how we're going to supply energy to this whole area, this whole mining platform. So we may want to set up maybe up on the hill or something here. We want to set up a whole coke processing thing with the kilns and the greenhouse and the atmosphere condenser and all that kind of stuff so that we can have kind of perpetual power over here. Right now, we're just doing it by hand delivering some coke. There is another heat pipe. That's 2. I'm sure I need more than that. Because I've got heat pipe. Yeah, I need, let's see. 1, 2. Oh, maybe I might be able to get by with 2. Let's go underneath and see. I guess I don't take damage down here. We'll find out if I just am suddenly insta-death here. So we want to get heat over to this guy. So, oh yeah, no, I got to do 2 just to get down. And then at least, I think it's 1, 2. Yeah, 2 more. So we got to go back up to the surface here. Let's just drill this out and make it a little easier for ourselves. Eventually, we'll set this up so we can just walk down here, walk down a set of stairs, and have it be nice and easy. But right now, our first priority is just getting these bars automated. I need 2 more. I'm going to need 6 more bars, something like that. 5 more bars to get the 2 heat pipes. And I'm going to need more bars because I need another robotic arm to take the copper ore off this belt and put it into the automatic hammer. Let's go ahead and make it morning. There's our sunrise. Looks pretty cool. This metal looks so cool to me. Look at these little scratches and stuff. Very neat. Very, very cool. Let's see how we're doing. Yeah, and these level 1 robotic arms are very slow. Got 6. I can do 1 more. And I think I need, 2 more bars. There's 1. Whoops. Yeah. We need 1 more. Pick another research while we're waiting. Let's do let's do, sure, filtering arm. Start that. And did we get it? Yep, we got it. Let's do it. Let's do one more. Head back underneath. And I think we can just do 1, 2. That's all connected up. And now we need at least one more bar, I think, for the robotic arm. Nope, it's going to take more than that. This thing, do we have a recipe? Let's see. It doesn't look like it. It just takes kinetic energy. Now, I'm not sure if we have to insert into that or how this is going to work. I'm guessing we do. I don't see like an import little, port like this to take product in. So I think I need to pop down a robotic arm here. Does that give us enough? Not yet. We need one more probably. Boom, boom. So it's got power. As soon as I pop this robotic arm down, we'll see if it takes it. Just waiting for that to craft up. It's ready. Let's just see if this guy actually does it. I don't know. I've not used this thing before, so. In it goes. Boom. Pound it. And then we probably want to put that on a belt. Looks like it can only store a couple inventory here. There we go. Now we've got 2 impure ore. So I'm guessing we're going to need another inserter and some belts. It's going to be slow going here in the beginning. Just no getting around it. Yeah, I don't know how to make this faster, this early process. And I know we're going to need to rework this. So normally I would leave a bunch of space and run belts longer, but every belt is costing us this kind of precious copper. I'm going to grab the ore out of here just so this thing keeps doing its thing. Then let's look at the next thing on the list. So if I come into here and I just middle click on the copper. Okay, we're at the copper impure gravel. The next step would be washing it. Do we have an ore washer? Let's take a look and see where that's at. I'm guessing it's a machine. Assembler. We'll look for ore washer. I don't see anything that looks like it even. How about the tech tree? We're about ready to pick new tech. Okay, dumping. I'm just going to look through and see if I can find out where that... Oh, wait, we did this before, right? Let's see. How did we do that? We were able to find that in the research tree pretty easy, right? We picked this, then we did this, and then we did this. And then we did... How did we get to that? We just click on it? Ore washer? Ore washer... I thought there was a way that we found this in the tech tray very easily. Now I'm not able to do it. Right click, nope. Middle click, nope. Left click, nope. I thought we had a way of finding this. Okay, let's see. Here's how we build one. Steel. Okay, it's going to take steel. Right, even for a level 1 ore washer. We can't do it until we get steel. We don't have steel production up at all. So this might be the end of the line for this production. So we may have to just feed this crushed copper, for lack of a better term. Copper impure ore gravel. May need to just feed that straight into a smelter. And we've still at least doubled our output. Okay, let's do that one more time. So we could, instead of washing it, we could macerate it, or we could just smelt it. If we macerate it, we don't really gain much. Let's see. We macerate it. Now we've got the impure. It would give us the opportunity to, if we can do an industrial separator, which I bet we can't, it would allow us to get a little bit of gold off of it. Let's see if we have industrial separator. I doubt it, right? Yeah, industrial separator looks like it needs stainless steel. We don't have that. So I think we're pretty much stuck. This is kind of the end of our line. We just need to feed this into a smelter. We'll do that at the start of the next episode. We've at least got some rudimentary automation here. We need to think about what we want to do next. We'll definitely have this thing kicking out copper bars. We'll try to maximize the lines so that we're at least tapping out the mining drill. And then we might actually try and do another coal or coke generation setup. There's quite a bit to that, but we're going to need power here for a long, long, long time. And the sooner we get that set up, the less often we're going to be shuffling coke over into our furnace over here. And we can just have that all automated, have it come in on a belt, and then we'll be good to go. And then eventually we need to think about where we want these furnaces, because I think we're going to need more than, we're obviously going to need more than one. I think we can run an array of them off of the same heat pipe, or feeding into the same heat pipe. But we'll need a belt of that coke in front of all those guys with loaders loading coke into them to provide enough power, because this is going to expand quite a bit. And then eventually we'll get the stainless steel, and that may be what we go after next. Anyway, we made a little bit of progress. So this is Glidercat saying thanks so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. It's slow, but man, I really do enjoy it. It's kind of a chill factory game. We're going to make things look cool. Right now, we're just trying to get the basic production up so we can get the building materials we need to really expand and move forward. Anyway, that's it for now. I will see you in the next episode.